So 2024 seemed like one of the greatest years of hip hop in a very long time because we saw a lot of artists drop. But did your favorite rapper drop an album? In this video, I want to give you guys artists that need to drop an album in 2025. Not an EP, not a mixtape, not a couple of singles or throwaways or freestyles or whatever they do these days. We want an album. So the first artist that I want to talk about is Kindly Nash. I know he just dropped Soldier in Transit, but that's an EP. We need a debut album, especially considering the crazy 2024 he had. The stage presence and cult following he's built for himself. I mean, at this stage, Kindly Nash should be moving into a mainstream position now, but without a debut album, that's really impossible. The recent project he put out isn't bad, but it just fuels fire to the talk that he isn't a whole body of work artist. It's literally Don't Bribe Me and Ace Chief, and that's it. So Kindly Nash basically blew up around the same time with Usmamane, Tony Diamond, the Kwelas. You know, he's part of that wave. He's part of that new wave. If we look at his peers have already taken out debut projects. They've broken records. Usmamane has records he's broken. Tony has records he's broken. The Kwelas have records they've broken. These are artists who have now got into the mainstream of things in the industry. You know what I'm saying? The importance of a debut album is that it cements you into the whole entire industry. You know what I'm saying? But an EP won't do the job. It's not everyone who can cement themselves with an EP. Like, you need to drop a debut project, especially a debut album, bro. You have to. And this leads me to another new gen artist, which is Kane Keid. That's my guy. He's from home. But his EP was kind of underwhelming. And on Spotify, the biggest song that he has is Trouble Again featuring Usmamane.
Little boy got guts, swaggin' no fucks. Yeah, I swaggin' no fucks.
So Trouble Again is not a bad song. It's only on 102,000 streams on Spotify. I mean, he dropped the project and it looked like it just died there and there. There was so much hype around his unreleased music.
Recently, MT said, this boy
he raps too much.
He raps too much, like rapping doesn't pay the bills.
I think with that, it's respectfully, I think it's lack of info, like in terms of, because Kane Keid drops a lot of different songs and I kind of like chill with him as well, so I listen to the unreleased songs.
And we were just told that he was cooking, but honestly and truthfully, that wasn't enough. And this shows that it's not the time for EPs. You know, as I said with Kindly Nash, your friends and the people you blew up around the same time with are on their way to releasing sophomore albums. I mean, Tony Diamond dropped his debut project last year and then he gave us Big Boy 2 this year. You know what I'm saying? And we're still waiting for Kane. Even after the Alchemist buzz, the GOATs he knows that vouch for him, people saying that he's the leader of the new school.
Bro, there's a kid.
Yeah.
Kane Keid.
Kane Keid. Who's that, bro?
L'honorable.
Hip hop.
Kane Keid.
Yeah.
So he was at Back to the City. He performed with Benny the Butcher, who was the headliner. But I've been seeing him and his freestyles, like on Instagram. That kid, bro.
Yeah, Aries must change. He's no longer the boy doing things. I mean, he has a kid now. He can't be the boy forever.
Bro, I think we waited too long for this project. He's also waiting too long to put it out. And if you're watching this, brother, you're amazing. I just think you doubted yourself with the album and putting it out, not even this year, last year. And if you do not put out a debut album very soon enough, then Iskuta Baba will be your highest national peak. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you're okay with not being national, you know, but I don't think you're happy with having a project which is currently barely on 2 million streams, you know, and it dropped a while ago. And people were giving you your flowers and saying you're the leader of the new wave. You need to show up for
The album is coming out now. I would tell you today, but you can't disclose. It ain't gonna be a surprise drop anymore, is it?
Yes, sir.
So Flvme is scheduled to drop his highly anticipated project Black and White this year, but he was supposed to drop it every year, right? But there's a bit of light recently because he posted album done and it could drop anytime now.
So Black and White for me is more like an introduction, a reintroduction of myself. You know what I mean? So I feel like I got to a point in my life where I was at a crossroads, where I had to figure myself out and who the hell I am, who do I want to become, where do I want to go. And in most cases, there's a quote that actually, you know, stood out for me within that time of working on the album. And it says, you only find yourself when you lose everything.
So before I carry on, I just want to tell everyone that please talk to me nicely, yeah? I'm big now, I'm a superstar, you know? He follows me, he's probably watching this video. If Germander isn't an album, if we don't consider that an album, then the last album Flvme dropped was 6 years ago. And damn, bro. So the next album is gonna come out after another 6 years. I mean, this guy's literally my favorite artist after AKA and Nasty C. But you playing with me, man. You're hurting my feelings. I feel like this guy.
I'm gonna talk to these niggas, okay? I want all y'all niggas, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all niggas like this. I want all y'all niggas, okay? I want all y'all niggas, bro. I want all y'all niggas to go jump off the fucking... I swear to God, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas, cause... Oh. It's not funny! It's not funny! It's not funny!
The next artist that has to drop a project, well, an album, is Maglera Doe Boy. And yeah, I get it. He did drop last year. He dropped Maglera tapes, but what happened to it? And I made a video saying that he can't be the face of hip-hop. And some of y'all said his debut album was a classic. A classic. Do y'all know what a classic is? I think the standard of what a classic is has dropped over the years because that album had a lot of skips. Classics are Tolofelo, Acceptance Speech, Danky San, Touch My Blood, Levels, Avery. But Diaspora, be serious, my brother. But anyway, the Maglera tapes isn't a sophomore album, you know, and that's the problem. We're looking for a sophomore album. And I think he has the sophomore curse.
The second album curse is a term used to describe the difficulties that many artists encounter when releasing their second album. It is also known as the sophomore slump.
So the fear of dropping your second album is something that is real. It's serious. You know, you don't know if it will do as well as your debut. So you put out an EP instead just to try and test the waters. But to be honest, for us to say that this guy's the face, for us to say he's the face, the Maglera Pipi Manches, like, for us to say this guy's the face, let's see him have another Makazana. You know? His fans say his debut album was a classic. Anish, let's see him have another classic. You know? He's also just been so silent. He's focused on everything else but hip-hop. He's out there with the Louis Vuittons, the Guccis, and the Pumas, the knickknacks, the ASAP Mob. You know? And I know there'll be comments that are gonna come after me for this. But hey, brother, I could give a flying shit what you think. So the next artist is Nasty C, and I recently dropped a video about his rollout and what he's currently doing. And man, the odds are just against Junior, bro. Like, everyone is just saying he's reached his peak, he's not gonna have another great album, he's not gonna do this, he's fell off, the label left him, he's broke, it's just a lot of things, right? And this is like this is a Nasty C is in the stage that Drake is in right now. You know, yes, he didn't come from a battle or anything, but he's here to prove that I'm still that guy. You know, so he has to put out a project in 2025.
And go on for a whole hour talking about this thing. I'm really excited for you guys to hear it. It's coming out on the 25th of August. So, in a couple of days, man.
So yeah, man, I'm really confident about this one because I think Nasty C will actually drop because he's currently rolling out his album and he's really active, you know, and this is what he does before he drops an album. He's putting out singles, he's doing features. So when Nasty C says he's gonna drop, he's definitely gonna drop.
Okay, now by the way, do you know what day it is today?
Saturday.
The date.
20. Oh yes, see you soon.
Exactly. It's been a year. It's been a year. Wednesday this year, last year, at your listening session, Singabuzanga was Tembi's album.
Yeah.
What caused the delay?
I have to know, guys. There's some crazy-ish production going on there, some crazy features. There's a lot of stuff that has to be cleared properly, you know. But I'm 100% sure that this year we're doing it.
So the next guy, Blackie Somnyama. This one feels a bit unfair because Blackie agapumuli. Blackie doesn't rest. And my brother, if you're watching this, please unblock me on Instagram. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, Blackie doesn't rest, bro. So for me, this is a bit unfair because he did drop See You Soon last year. And again, the title, See You Soon, which is saying that, hey, guys, I'm going to put this out, but I'm going to put something else out, right? And it's been a while. Blackie has waited so long to take out his second album, sophomore album. We need that. Same situation with Maglera. You know what I'm saying? The sophomore album is gonna show us that, okay, Blackie has that longevity in him. I mean, he does, bro. Like, he has the longevity with singles. Blackie's that guy, right? But the sophomore album is just going to cement things for Blackie. I think he needs to drop an album in 2025 just to put him on a different level. Because a lot of people would consider Blackie a mumble rapper or a lot of auto-tune and all of that. Guys, Blackie can rap. I don't know which Blackie you guys listen to, but Blackie can rap. Blackie's just musical. He likes melodies. He likes all of this, but Blackie Somnyama can throw a 16.
Man, everything I do got impressive, bitch. Call out Latava to put me in brick. I'm too wavy, I get on the stage, I'ma slip. I ain't dancing, but I got my hand on my hip from beginning. Handle it 10.